President Trump announces major economic deal at his Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania rally. Huge. President Trump announced he is doubling steel import tariffs from 25% to 50%. Trump made the announcement during a rally at U.S. Steel's Irvin Plant in celebration of a new deal entered in between the American steel manufacturer and Japan's Nippon Steel.
We are going to be imposing a 25% increase. We're going to bring it from 25% to 50%, the tariffs on steel into the United States of America, which will even further secure the steel industry in the United States. The Nippon investment we're announcing today blows them all away with a record-setting, and this was just heard of. We just came out a little while ago. $14 billion commitment to the future of this company. That is the single largest investment. That's the single largest investment of any kind in any industry. So not only steel, go all the way back. You go into fracking, you go into anything you want to go into because you're a good fracking state too. We love fracking, by the way. But think of this, the largest investment of any kind in the history of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and we also will be the largest investment in the history of American steel industry. There's never been a $14 billion investment in the history of the steel industry in the United States of America. And Pittsburgh will very soon be respected around the world as the Steel City again. So I want to congratulate you.
Putting American economic interest and investment first. This is exactly what we voted for. President Trump also announced a massive $5K bonus that is coming out of this huge deal.
This is an incredible deal for American steelworkers, and it includes vital protections to ensure that all steelworkers will keep their jobs and all facilities in the United States will remain open and thriving. U.S. Steel will maintain. And every U.S. steel worker will soon receive a well-deserved $5,000 bonus. That's very rare.
Not just putting American financial interest first and investment, but putting the American worker first. That's what we voted for. Not only was President Trump speaking to the American steelworkers, he allowed them to take the mic and speak as well.
It's a great day to be an American steelworker. It's an honor to be on the stage with my hero and the greatest president ever, Donald J. Trump. Hello, my name's Brian Pavlak. I'm a third-generation steelworker and the president and founder of Steelworkers for Trump. The attempted assassination of then-president candidate Donald J. Trump prompted me to establish Steelworkers for Trump. Our membership now exists at 2.5K. In my opinion, President Trump has demonstrated remarkable support for the American steel industry, surpassing the collective efforts of all other presidents combined. Through tariffs, he has fought to keep steel being made in America rather than being dumped onto us by China. Through this deal, he has fought to keep us billions of dollars in investments that will secure jobs for generations to come. Thank you, President Trump, for your commitment to revitalizing the American steel industry and restoring its greatness and in making American steel great again.
Restoring American greatness. That's exactly what MAGA is literally all about. Cancer, acne rosacea, multiple sclerosis, and rheumatoid arthritis are 4 different diseases in 4 different areas of medicine. What if they can all be treated with parasite medication, and that turns out for these diseases to be true? What if I told you that if you had a pet or ate sushi, you are more likely to have parasites? This means that a lot of our ailments that we experience every day are caused not by environmental issues, but by parasites as well. This is something Big Pharma does not want you to know about. I know many of us check off many of these boxes. This is why Purge is offering their new liver cleanse products. For all of you out there that need to clear those toxins out once and for all, PurgeStore.com offers everything you need to cleanse and detox your body. Powerful enzymes and probiotics, 15-day colon cleanse protocols, liver cleanse, and of course, the parasite cleanse. Right now, if you go to PurgeStore.com and use promo code DREW, that's DREW, you will get 20% off your entire order. Use the link in the description below, PurgeStore.com, and support the Gateway Pundit today. The Gateway Pundit is supported by the people, we the people, that is you, the American people. We thank you for your support. A common theme from the steelworkers that took the mic are multi-generational steelworkers in America.
So my name is Don German. I am the plant manager for this Irvin Works here. I had 35 years with U.S. Steel. I'm a first-generation U.S. Steel worker. It is an honor to host you, Mr. President, today. And let me tell you, it was a lot of work, but it was well worth it. I will always tell people that, it is for the workers that are out on this floor. It is for our families that are out here with support us. It is for the community members in our community and our state and our country. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Good afternoon. As you know me, I'm Kurt Barshik. I like to tell Mr. President, the day I started at U.S. Steel, my supervisor at the blast furnace told me, "Kid, what are you doing here? Do you think this mill will be here? Look at Homestead. Look at Duquesne. They're not here. You're wasting your time." And I can stand here years later and think about our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren that are going to have family-sustaining, good-paying jobs, all because of President Trump. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm not prepared, but I can tell you I would rather be nowhere than where I am today with all of my U.S. Steel family, friends, and everybody that I love. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Berg. Thank you, Mr. Maury. And most of all, thank you, Donald J. Trump.
When we decided to stand up for the men and women of the Mon Valley, we knew it wasn't going to be easy. Almost every day there were obstacles in our way. At any point we could have chosen to give up, but we are steel workers, and giving up just isn't something we do. These investments will ensure steel will be made right here in Pittsburgh for years to come.
Remember when they used to say the forgotten man, the silent majority? Not so forgotten anymore, and definitely not so silent any longer. Thanks to President Trump opening up that door. President Trump also honored the American city Pittsburgh and its role in its history in the United States, producing steel.
For more than 124 years, the men and women of U.S. Steel have poured the molten metal and forged the tempered beams that built America's railroads, bridged mighty rivers, and raised up towering skyscrapers like the ones we have in New York. 100 stories high and much higher than that. The city of Pittsburgh used to produce more steel than most entire countries could produce. And it wasn't even close, but our steelworkers know better than anyone. Decades of Washington betrayals and incompetence and stupidity and corruption cost this region over 100,000 steel jobs, and they melted away just like butter melts away. Between the year 2000 and 2016, more than half of all the jobs in Pittsburgh's iron and steel mills were obliterated. They were just absolutely taken away. like just take it away like you take away candy from a baby. When I came into office 8 years ago, I proclaimed a simple but crucially important principle. If you don't have steel, you don't have a country. You don't have a country. You can't make a military. What are we going to do? Say, let's go to China to get our steel for the army tanks and for the boats and ships.
Exactly. No longer putting the rest of the world first and America last. No. The American worker, American interest, the American prosperity and future will be priority moving on. This is the path to make America great again. My name is Drew Hernandez for the Gateway Pundit, and you have been on Watch with Drew Hernandez. I'll see you guys on the next one.